Okay, YouTubers, this is Joe from Martinian TV. A real quick game of interplanetary ice spy going on here, back on Mars, back in Gale Crater, and we are going back to Sol 1434, okay? And here's the page. Now there's a lot of images here of the wheels on the rover, and you can see some of the damage to the wheels, and there's also this ridge line in the background. And there are some interesting things in this Sol taken on this day, and this is no exception. And I've already marked which one to look at here. Now there's 4 images of this particular thing here. Now you can just about make out this little blob here in the corner, okay? It's also there, it's also there, and it's also there. So there are 4 photographs, 4 images of this particular spot, okay? And it may even actually be in other sols as well, either the day after or the day before. I may check that before I finish the video. So here we are, here's the raw image, let's click on that. And we have the ridgeline in the background, which looks pretty like a normal kind of Martian ridgeline with sand kind of sloping down like this, and you often get water condensing, well, freezing on these ridgelines and then melting in the afternoon and then running down. You often get these drip marks in the sand, okay? But then we have this thing here. Now, initially, I wasn't particularly interested in this. I thought, well, this is just another rock. But actually, when you look at it up close, it doesn't look anything like a rock, as a lot of Martian artifacts and things do. When you get up close, I'll show you the raw image first and then zoom in just to show you that I'm not making this up. Okay, here it is down here. Now, the image quality of this one is terrible. This is the JPEG, but if you download the BR2 version of the image, which is this one, it's slightly smaller but has a higher pixel density, and it doesn't have the gritty, horrible crap over it, okay? And you get this by right-clicking on the image and downloading instead of going to the full resolution one. It's still not great, it's still choppy, very distorted, but not as distorted, okay? And there you have it, okay? And you've got this thing here, an angle sticking out, with a kind of symmetrical kind of shape to it, curved kind of triangular shape here, and you have these what look like levers and stuff on it, okay? Now, obviously you need to process the image to clean it up, and here we have it. Here's the raw image, pretty choppy. I'll clean it up a little bit there by enlarging it. That gets rid of a lot of the pixelation, okay? If you get it right. And you can see here you've got these symmetrical looking kind of lever-like structures here, and you've got this very straight bottom part to it here, and it's kind of got a nice curve to it. Now, I actually, let's look at the date on this. I actually found this about a month ago or something like that, a long time ago. Let me check the date on this, because this has been sitting on my desktop now for March the 1st. Yeah, March the 1st, so yeah, almost a month ago. It's been sitting on my desktop for nearly a month now, and I've been doing lots of other things. We've had builders in the house and stuff like that, so it's been difficult to get videos done recently. It's been absolute chaos in this house, but we're almost done now, so here we go. Right, there's the raw clip then. I just showed you there. That's an enlargement, obviously. You can see it a little bit more clearly, and I'm going to flick through now and show you the enhancement. Okay, brightened it up and brightened it up again. And what struck me initially about this was not just the rather symmetrical shape that it has, but it's got these really strange kind of things sticking up from the top. It's almost like there was something on top of it that's been ripped off. Okay. Now, what is that? I mean, it's absolutely insane. And you've got this part at the bottom here, which is straight, pretty straight anyway, with these kind of like structures on top of that, okay? You've got like these little squares and little circular parts, and you've got this little block shaped thing here. This looks like a piece of machinery. Now, I don't know what type of machinery it is, I couldn't tell you, but what it does look like, and you may have seen that in the folder just a second ago, in shape, if maybe only shape, but not necessarily. I'm not going to say this is an old cash machine or a cash register, as you call them in the US, like this. Okay, look at the shape. You've got this curve, and you have the box-like structure at the bottom, okay? Now, I'm not saying it is one of these, okay? Before you castigate me, or some of you like to verbally crucify me on on YouTube. I'm not saying it is a typewriter. It's a typewriter. I've reversed this, obviously, to make it similar in aspect. But it does have this structure at the front here, and it's similar in shape, but not so much this one. I actually thought it looked most like this one here, okay, in shape, because you have that box-like thing at the till part, the drawer, and you have buttons and structures on this part here, and it has this kind of curve to it, and you've got this thing on top. This has been reversed as well, just to make it the right angle for you to look at. But what is it? I mean, and this is a really cool photograph I dug up as well. This is from World War II. These are German soldiers using some radio sets here and an Enigma machine just here. Now, the Enigma machine, if you want to look it up, was a very interesting thing. It was basically a special typewriter that was used for sending codes, encoded messages to different parts of the German war machine, okay? And there was a number of different types of these. Some of them were quite big, some were smaller. And basically you put your information in, your message in, and it would scramble it and mix all the letters up. And the person at the other end would have a little notebook and look up the code to decode it, okay? At the other end of the wire, okay? Yeah, I just thought that was a great photograph. I mean, these are, I don't know what division this is in the German army, but they've got their rifles kind of tucked under this shelf here, and a suitcase, and there's actually some helmets up here. This looks like it's in a railway carriage or something, or like a little hut somewhere. Who knows? But yeah, great quality photograph from the 1940s. Much better quality, in fact, than the ones we're looking at now, which were supposedly only taken a month or so ago. And, well, maybe a couple of months ago, actually. These are 1434. Yeah, we're up to, what are we up to now with the sols? Let's have a look. Let's go on here very quickly. Let's see what number we're up to now. So yeah, these were taken a while back, probably, perhaps even last year. Yeah, we're up to, here we are, we're up to 1647 with the mass cam images. And yeah, so this is going back quite a lot, you know, a couple of 100 days. So these were effectively taken last year. So, but either way, it does prove a point that effectively we're getting very, very low quality images from Mars for some reason, and pictures taken, as I've demonstrated before, even photographs taken in the American Civil War 100 years earlier than this, almost about 90 years earlier than this one was taken, are also very good quality. But for some reason, the ones we get from Mars, like this, are very poor quality. Why is that? Is it because there are things in the images they don't want us to see? I think so. And this is a very good example of it. You've got what looks like an intelligent object. I'm not saying it's a typewriter, I'm not saying it's an Enigma machine or a cash register, but it has that shape to it, and it has some technical parts to it here that look like levers of some sort, and it also has some little square box-like structures in here, okay? They're definitely there, and it has that kind of drawer-like structure here, okay? Just there. So I'll put these in again at the end of the video, so I'll put them side by side for you, just to show you the shape and how similar the shape is. Who knows what this thing is? It could be part of a control mechanism on a boat or a ship or something, or it could be out of a building. I really have no idea what it is, really. I'm just kind of making comparisons to things on Earth, because what else do we have to compare it to? There we go. Let me show you that again. Let's go to this one. Yeah, this was the most similar shape. I mean, there are thousands of different types of these. If you look up antique cash registers or tills, some have got buttons at the bottom, some have got buttons all the way up the top, some have got cranks on the side, some have got, I mean, they're just thousands of types of them, and I just got these up quickly as a basic comparison. I'm not saying it's a typewriter, but perhaps it had something on top like this that was torn off. You know what I mean? Because It does look like there was something attached to it here. I mean, it's a very choppy image, and if you get too close, it doesn't actually help. It does look like there was something on here that's been ripped off, and there's kind of bits of wire and stuff sticking up here, okay? So there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Answers on the postcard as usual. Is it a cash machine? No, probably not. Is it a typewriter? Probably not. Is it something else? Maybe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.